Peace and blessings, everyone. So as I was completing our last video reply to Ogunjobi, and I was speaking on the spreading of democracy and how the U.S. justifies spreading it at the end of a gun, at the tip of a knife, and justifying it by saying how great democracy is, and if it was, and then the people themselves are one or whatnot. Then I put up there that it actually got me thinking about something, and actually I paused because it just immediately got me thinking, and I started thinking about my own form of government, and can there be a justification for spreading of a form of government or whatever it is by way of war? Can there be a justification for the lives that will be lost? And really, more importantly, the lives of innocent people. Can be justification of going into another country and trying to dictate what happens in a country, even if there are injustices taking place, corruption taking place, maybe even genocide taking place? Can it be justified? And as I say the word genocide and I think about it, maybe so, but also about the same time, I guess one thing to keep focus on is whether or not that form of government you are bringing really proves in itself that it can be justified, or that the government that is judging another government, or the nation that is judging another nation, I see the need for the importance that the government that is trying to bring forth this government that is invading our countries, that they really have the ability to judge another nation, that they are above reproach, that they themselves do not do some of the things that they are accusing these nations of. We might not have genocide as in other countries, and genocide wasn't one of the things that's taking place. Well, I don't know. Did they ever classify? Because when they saying in Iraq, Saddam Hussein, I think he had gassed the Kurds. But I don't know if they ever classified genocide. I think they just saying it was using weapons of mass destruction and crimes against humanity in a manner. But I don't know if it's ever classified as genocide. Some out there may know. But I know, there are other places, especially in Africa, where genocide has taken place, but the United States did nothing to go over there and overtake that government. And of course, so that that gets an issue of what were true reasons of invading Iraq. Was it about oil and whatnot, and our eye on Iran and such things. But speaking on the aspect of genocide, I'm interested in what the complete definition of genocide is, because I wonder if the state of the African American here in the United States can be put under that umbrella of genocide in some manner. We are not being killed by way of the gun, by way of weapons and whatnot, but the fact that we have been oppressed, it has killed us psychologically. It has killed us mentally, killed us emotionally, killed us economically, killed us in so many manners, in different ways. And it could be seen, just as worse as just killing us, outright, taking life from us. And that, we are in the current situation we are in, at the bottom in almost, any and all statistics. When it comes to, health, we're the sickest. Economics, we're the lowest, and make money, we're the first to become unemployed. We got the highest unemployment. Our black males, our men, our young men make up the great majority of prisons, especially when it comes in relation to, our makeup of the United States, the numbers, the percentage, of blacks compared to, the rest of the nation, and how, it is uneven when you look at, the amount of blacks in prison. It doesn't relate. It's just skewed. So with the war on drugs, with the crack laws that were created, with the I don't know if it's conspiracy. I don't know if it's ever been proven. I don't know. I don't know if we even cared. If we are blacks that stood up to truly, as one, to truly get an understanding and an investigation to whether or not, how deep the CIA was involved in bringing crack into our neighborhoods. The different things that take place, Tuskegee Airmen, the experiments and all that, the segregation and all that, it was that genocide, because we have been like I said, we have been killed in other ways than just, that physical death of non-existence. So if that is true, then we could not justifiably go over to another nation where we couldn't, without being a hypocrite. And why is this blinking? But of course, most people, most nations have no problems in being hypocrites. That's a big part of this world, a big part of this nation, a big part of religion is the hypocrisy that's involved. But looking at me specifically in my form of government, would I be able to justify, if I'm going to, go over there to an African nation that is committing genocide, would I be able to justify bringing my form of government, which is trying to free everybody, is trying to stop the killing? Can I justify it? Can I go and kill and justify it? Would that be right? Like I said, can it be justified? Ever? Any form? If I was going to bring about heaven on earth, would I be justified in killing people? Even the ones that are there in direct opposition, those who will fight when I become, I would come to bring this new world order, if you will, this new government structure, to bring utopia, to bring heaven on earth. And then, like I said, not to mention the innocent people that may die. I wonder if I would need to be a hypocrite myself, or just take me changing my viewpoint. But one thing that does come to mind is, as I spoke before about being the one that is only about defense. If I was to go forward in war, then I would hope, and I would try to be able to go forward in a manner that I could fight without taking lives. I believe it was some time ago I spoke in a video about that. It seems like that a government could create a bomb and basically just fill it with sleeping gas. Now, the United States could create a bomb, fill it with sleeping gas, and go over to one of these nations, like in Africa, or one of these little countries, or whatever it is, these districts, and go into where these, these people are, these, what they call them? The warlord came to mind. That these little factions that are led by warlords, and drop a sleeping bomb on them, put them to sleep, send in troops, lock everybody up, and then discern who is enemy, who is friend, and create a presence in there that way, so you don't have to take any lives, and then deal with building it from there. Bring about a change in government from that way, instead of the necessity of going there and killing and getting killed. Because I've spoken of I think we should be able to develop weapons. Be able to develop weapons that are stronger, more powerful than the weapons that are currently developed, but also that don't take lives. Develop weapons, and whether it be once again these futuristic scientific weapons, force fields, or energy bursts or whatnot, a way to fight without needing to kill. Ultimately, all you're trying to do is win the war. And we seem to think, because we have been thinking over a millennium, that the ultimate way, the ultimate win is by way of death. Because if you kill them, you don't have to worry about them, not deal with them anymore. But really, it's all about winning. It's all about getting what it is that you want, or providing what it is that somebody else is trying to take. Protecting yourself. And it ultimately doesn't need death. It just needs stopping, the ability to stop, the ability in terms of for protecting yourself, or the ability to overtake, to impose your will on another, by whatever means, by some force, a force that is greater than the force that they can bring. That's all it really takes. And it doesn't require death, I believe. So that's my thoughts, something to think about. God bless everyone. Peace and love.